guys, thank you so much for being here. Welcome for the morning coffee show. By the way, guys, we're gonna be having, or I'm gonna be remodeling this look back into the morning coffee. I'm still working on it. That's why you see me now reusing this kind of, like tea egg talk scheme here. Nonetheless, we'll see. Morning. Let me get started with you guys because you guys are the most important part of this class, and also the most important part of chart prep. So especially variance. So let me also start with the variance and also make like a special greeting here because I do see a couple of the members that are new but are not missing classes. So let me get started with Assy Barsh. What's up, brother? Welcome. Little Fish, what's up, Samurai? And welcome. Joe Papa, welcome, brother. Welcome back, Samurai. Special thanks to Maishi Yahari, or Yaheri. Let me know if I am pronouncing that correctly. I'm really trying to do my best. Just so you know, my last name is also very hard to pronounce on my own country, and I always try to do it at the best way possible. We also have Nick Otis. What's up, brother? And welcome back, Samurai. Crypto Seeker, what's up, Samurai? And welcome. We also have Daga DT. What's up, Samurai? And welcome. And also special thanks to, who is it? I did see you here, brother. Let me see. Mike Anabor. So Mike, thank you for joining all of the classes. I know you're fairly new around. Nonetheless, I do appreciate you being here in the classes. So yesterday I did promise to go back and do the advance. Oh, look at that. You're right, Spartan. Specialist, what's up, brother? Welcome back, Samurai. Great to see you around. Great to have you here. So Misha, perfect. Misha, thank you for that, Misha. It's good enough. Thank you. And thank you for being here and around. Good morning. So we have Bitcoin doing nothing, right? I mean, yesterday it did hit a little bit of my trend line up there. Nonetheless, it went back down. We are still compressing. We have what it looks to be a bullish pennant. We need to be very careful with that bullish pennant. Very much we could be breaking to the upside or to the downside. Usually bullish pennant tends to break to the upside. Nonetheless, because of the conditions of the market, we could be having either a retracement or an explosion to the upside. I'm still waiting for that pullback. That doesn't mean that we're going to be having a pullback. Remember, a prepared trader is a smart trader, right? Therefore, I am preparing for a possible pullback. And if that happens, we're going to be taking a look at one of my strategies on how to trail into a long position, as I trail into a short position when we got to this level, and I made a 80% gains within the 15 minutes. So that was pretty cool. Come on, do something, says Mike and Abor. Absolutely, yes, kind of like, right? I mean, we need to be a little bit patient. Also, guys, Audius, what's up, brother? And welcome. I did not see you up there. I've been seeing you in a couple of classes, so welcome. Special greetings to you, brother. We need to take a look at that strategy. Well, we don't need, but we're gonna be taking a look at again to the strategy just to make sure that you guys have the latest class covered there, right? Then also we need to take a look at what's gonna be happening throughout the weekend, right? If Bitcoin stays where it is at this moment throughout the weekend and doesn't plumps or kind of like it goes down, even on Monday, if it holds it that way, well, that is a strength signal. And we could then start thinking about when could we be looking at the flip of the ribbon and maybe a continuation to the upside. Remember, we are in a bull trend, and usually in a bull trend, longs go a longer way than shorts. So this is not financial advice, and I did not tell you guys that you should be longing, neither shorting. This is not financial advice, and I can't and I will not be telling you where to enter, how to enter, and how to spend your money. You have the power of administrating your own capital and your own assets. So take advantage of that. Matic is look good long term. Yes, Matic, it's been, I mean, it's kind of like a lagging, right? But it does look great for long-term scenarios. So Little Fish, thank you for that heads up. By the way, guys, this is not a crypto exclusive channel, right? We can take a look at anything you guys want me to take a look at, but I'm not quite there yet by reading minds, right? So you do need to make me a favor, and I know you cannot see you guys right here, but you should be letting me know what I should be taking a look at. Let me just do one more try in here to get you guys here, and maybe I can read you guys at the same time. So let's see. There we go. Finally, I can get you guys here. Perfect. So make sure you let me know what I should be looking at up next. So in the meantime, let's go and take a look at Bitcoin because Bitcoin is doing nothing, but we have a plan in case it keeps doing nothing or it decides to break out. Let's move into my charts and let's see what do I got for you guys right there. So let's get started with Bitcoin. This is the strategy that we're going to be looking at. This is kind of like a trailing entry. I'm going to be explaining a little bit of it, but I just want you guys to note that we have an alert set right here on this trend line and another alert set right here on this other trend line. That is going to be the important part. Now, let me go to a cleaner chart and then we can look at what is happening. So, first things first. Are we bullish or are we bearish? Especially variance, please let me know. By the way, guys, if you are planning to get into Chart Prime, if you do not have Chart Prime, please look for the discount code that we offer, and you could be having up to a 30% discount just to try it out. I believe this is a great opportunity to try it out. Remember that you have a 7-day risk-free. That is not a free trial, right? You still need to pay for the indicators, but if for any reason you just don't like it, you don't have time for it, or just wanted to go for a ride for those 7 days, well, before the 7th day ends, please contact us and we're gonna be having a full refund for you. So risk-free, that's what it means. So if for any reason you don't like it, you are entitled for a full refund. So let's take a look at what's going on here. I'm going to be, first of all, looking at my base configuration, right? Whether I'm bullish or am I bearish? Well, this is going to be defined by my base line here. So I am above dynamic reactor, correct? And then also I am above the zero line. Let's take a look at what you guys are here to tell me. So I'm new to trading. So can you tell what you think about XRP, Sol, and Quant? Choose one of those, buddy, and I'll gladly do it. So let me know which one is going to be of those. Our rate specialist, aka Miller. I'm trying to find areas of resistance on the upside for Bitcoin, and daily wants to be the best way to do that. Fips. Well, that depends. I mean, when you start doing your fips, I would recommend going for important sections, right? It will vary a little bit, but we can take a look at that more specifics, right? So XRP, I'm gonna be telling you something. Audience, Mike also wants to do XRP. So why don't you go ahead and choose another one? So we can do XRP, something else, and also because right here DX. Oh, but that's crypto. So also Crypto Seeker, he wants to do Sol, ETC, Sol, Mana, Link. So also, buddy, choose one and we go with that one. So it's gonna be XRP. What else? I'm waiting for all these. What's gonna be, brother? Besides XRP, because XRP is already taken. I mean, we're gonna go for it, right? So we can do one more. So give it a shot, brother, before somebody else takes your spot there. Let's see what else. Crypto Seeker, pick one of those. ETC, Sol, Mana, Link. Which one is it gonna be, brother? And it's a Q and T. Perfect. Then also we're gonna have Link. And we might have chance for one more. So what was the next one? It was ETC also. So perfect. Let's do ETC. So I don't think that we're gonna have enough time to take a look at the other ones. By the way, Shiba, be careful with Shiba. That is a meme coin, and it should be moving with a ton of volatility. Pendle also, I don't think that we're gonna be having enough time for Pendle, but if we do, we're gonna be taking a look at Shiba, Pendle, and RNDR. By the way, I don't think we're gonna have time for it, but still looking forward for those ones. Let's move forward and let's see what's going on in here. So the first thing I need to acknowledge, it is that I have another pennant right here. A little, let me see if I can draw it. If this thing behaves perfect, we have a little bit of a pennant right there, which for me, it would have kind of like a break this one, but there are two ways to measure this one. This is a measured move, right? This doesn't mean that we're absolutely going to be hitting that target. Nonetheless, this is kind of like the well-known way to do it on classic literature. So I'm going to be doing two targets. One, the breakout of this previous pennant, and another one with the full pull right there. Then I'm gonna be doing, look at that beautiful pennant right there. There we go. And then let's do the other one right below this area right here, and let's adjust it. There we go. So we are getting very close to a breakout. Remember, this pennant can very much be kind of like making a fake out, maybe going even or slightly higher than the previous one and plumb. And what would this pattern is called, or what would it be forming, guys? Let me know. That is, Pepe has been moving strong. Yes, it have. It absolutely have. I've been watching Pepe, by the way. Oh, yeah. So, guys, what is this formation if that happens? I want you guys to be prepared for the future, so we need to take a look at all of the possibilities that could happen, all right? Hey, OC, good to see you again. Good to see you, Anti-Care. What's up, brother? Welcome back. A bear flag. It is not a bear flag. A bear flag goes the other way around. Let me show you how the bear flag will look. Let me go all the way back here. Usually, this could be a bear flag right here going down, and the flags usually kind of like go the other way around, kind of like this. But the price action goes like that and then drops. It also, depending on the size, could be also kind of like a bit confused with a dead cat bounce. But I also believe because we have this movement up over here, this also counts as a bear flag, right? So as you can see, it goes down with the pole, moves up a little bit and breaks to the downside. That is a bear flag. And as you can see, the measure moved. It's basically perfect. Again, the measure moved. It is not completely perfect, and it doesn't mean that it needs to be there. It's just kind of like an easy way to look at where it could be breaking, right? But there's something like this one. Look at this. This is what we call a bull trap or a Bart Simpson. So as you can see, it was forming a beautiful bullish pennant with a previous bullish pennant, and what happens there, instead of breaking up, well, we did fake everybody else, and look at that. As you can see, we are breaking previous highs. Let's go. And then dun. So sorry, brother, you're going down. So I'm just trying to warn you guys that this is a real possibility. We've seen it numerous times, right? This is a bull trap or it is a Bart Simpson. And let's see the similarities with those two ones. As you can see, look at that previous bull flag, previous tiny bull flag. Then we start making almost a perfect pennant, bullish pennant. And then there is the chance, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, there is the chance that we form that bull trap and we go back down. Where are my possible scenarios if that retraces? Again, let me be clear here, just to avoid confusion. A bullish pennant usually breaks to the upside. It's a bullish pattern. And what is going to be my targets for that bullish pattern? We have two targets, the short target and the long target. But we need to acknowledge that because it has happened in the past, right here, we are seeing it, right? We should not be ignoring the fact that we don't know the future, and this is still a possibility. Where did that bull trap went to? Dynamic reactor. Where does this bull trap went to? Dynamic reactor. Where does this bull trap went to? Dynamic reactor, a little bit below. So as you can see, we still have kind of like the same over and over the same pattern. Look at this other bull trap. Look at it. Went up to the dynamic reactor, right? And went back down to the base. Let's see. Again, look at that. Almost back to the base, a little bit below. And as you can see, it just keeps repeating over and over, right? So that's why we're not going to be ignoring the fact that this is a real possibility and we can be in front of a bullish or a bull trap. So Now that we know those characteristics, all right, let me just clean up my chart for a little bit. Here we go, because I know I'm gonna start making spaghetti once again. So where are we gonna be expecting it to go back to? Well, as you have seen, we can go to the dynamic reactor. Let me see if, there we go. Better. So look at where could we be going all the way down to. That is something around 54K. I'm not saying that we are going to be hitting 54. In fact, we could be going to the previous resistance zone, right? Which, remember, previous resistance becomes new support. And I also could be looking at something around 56 area. I'm not saying that that is the case, that we are going to absolutely nail those areas, but I am telling you that it is a possibility, right? And do not believe in me. Go back to the charts, watch it yourself, do your analysis yourself, and make sure that you're just not hearing the YouTuber talk. Perfect. Let me read you guys before we move forward, and let's see if you guys have any questions. Let's see. Triangle pennant. Oh yeah, you were answering that one. Hey OC, good to see you again. Good to see you too, Anti-Carrick and Kit. Gar, and thank you for joining so early in the morning. By the way, brother, I already have uploaded a couple of classes to my YouTube channel, and I am waiting to upload this one with the next package to the server. Why? Because it's gonna have a different approach. I made several videos already. It's gonna be I believe a 6 series videos, right, on how to take or how to survive a short in a bull market, right? The possibilities that you have to survive the short, and all of the different, or many of the different ways that you can do when you are in loss, right? The decisions that you need to do about, that you need to take care of, right? And also the consequences that you are confronting when in loss of a short. And then this is gonna be the last video, which is using that same strategy, right, on how to short a bull market, but the other way around, using that same strategy on how to enter a trailing bull. So that's why if you want to take a look at those videos, you can go to my YouTube channel, or you can wait until I do this last structure and then upload it all together here in the Discord server. Let's take a look at what else you guys are telling me here. Bear flag, triangle pennant. Yes, good buddy, good. It is 3:30 a.m. Sunday. Oh, it's Sunday. It's Saturday for me. So you're in the future. What did Bitcoin did? Let me know if you're in the future. Let me know what Bitcoin did. Right? We can make a lot of money if you're coming from the future. Just kidding. How are you? Doing fantastic. Let's see. Yes, top. Perfect. Yeah, you were talking about the pattern, the bull. The bull trap, or the Bart Simpson, or the top. Tower top or Bart Simpson, are they all the same? Yes, they are basically the same. Please look at XAUUSD. I don't believe that we're gonna have time for it, but I'll make my best. Saeed, hey, what is up? The only time traveler in the world. It is right here on Chart Prime. Saeed, previous deep magician. I have no proof, but I have no doubts that he's coming from the future. Crypto Seeker, daily range 36,900 to 60,200. What are you getting? I'll look at it. Is that a series of or video uploads? Both. Hi, brother. Will you or anyone be sharing inside stocks on ETF whenever you guys ask for it? Absolutely. I felt that Chart Prime focused more on bitcoins. It's only one Bitcoin, and everything else is called altcoins. Just sharing. Also, Vijay, I did make a statement today early. Can you guys remind me what is it that when I started saying that this is not a crypto channel? And what else? So Vijay, I do acknowledge that topic every single class at the beginning. So just telling you that yes, this is not a crypto channel, but I cannot read your guys' mind, right? So you guys need to tell me what I should be looking at and at the beginning of the class, because we already have a list. So yeah, absolutely. We can do ETF, we can do whatever, but we already have a line for it. Thank you. Sorry. No, don't worry, brother. Don't worry. SPY and NVIDIA, stick around. Let me see. You are premium. Perfect. Stick around for Monday, and I'll gladly do it on Monday because we already have XRP, QNT, Link, and ETC, but we also have a strategy to teach today. Then again, by the way, Vijay, a trend, let me give you this example. A trend What is a trend? Help me out in here. Help me out in here. Because I mean, this is something that I always get requested. Like you only see crypto, right? Or things like that. But let me give you the bright side. The trend is your friend. I love it, brother. Absolutely. Yes, the trend is your friend. But a trend is a series of higher highs, higher lows, or lower lows and lower highs. Does that make sense? Would you guys agree on that definition of trend? Please let me know. Perfect. So let me tell you, if I make a strategy based on a trend, higher highs, right, and higher lows, lower highs and lower lows, would it matter if I'm looking at Bitcoin or if I'm looking at gold or if I'm looking at whatever Tesla or something like that? Will a trend change of definition because I change of asset? Please let me know. Will it? Really? That is an important question. Let's go and take a look at that. This is Bitcoin, right? We have higher highs and higher lows, right? This is Tesla, which by the way is playing out perfectly. Oh my God, I did not realize that one. But this is a series of higher highs and higher lows. So you're telling me, I'm not trying to be mean by the way, but you're telling me, anti-Gerge, that a trend changed because the asset changed? Or is it still the same, a bull trend, regardless the asset? Honest question. I mean, I'm trying to understand a little bit more. You think yes. So, because this is Tesla, this is not an uptrend. This is not a bullish trend because this is Tesla. So it changes the definition of a trend, right? That's what you're telling me. Because every asset has its own trend. And I see what you're saying. I'm not talking about the trend of the asset. I'm talking about what is a trend. And if the trend definition changes just based on the asset. Yeah, now I see what you're saying. And you're right. You're right. Every asset might change like in daily. Like Bitcoin could be bullish and gold could be bearish, right? That's what you meant. Perfect, exactly. Not the definition does not change. Perfect, yes. So that means that if I have a strategy, it doesn't matter whether I do crypto, I do forex, or I do any other kind of assets, right? And that is to answer a little bit on Vijay that is asking right now for SPY, NVIDIA, that we already have a list and we might not have enough time to look through those, right? And I need to honor the guys that came a little bit before, but do not leave because we're not looking at something differently other than crypto. You can still have a ton of information because we are analyzing bars, right? We are analyzing bars in market structure. We are actually not analyzing names. Does that make sense? So everything that we see in these classes are meant to be for everything. So you can apply the exact same analysis to whatever we're looking at, regardless the name. Does that make sense? Perfect. Because Vijay, sorry, Sylvan, let me know. I mean, I'll do my best to maybe sneak in. Maybe we can drop, I don't know, Ethereum Classic and do NVIDIA. But we need to move fast, right? I mean, the point is to not leave because you can still ask questions regardless the asset, but based on the market structure, way of analysis, everything, right? So do not leave. I believe that there's value in the class that you can still do. Yes, VJ, perfect. It's easy. Brother, thank you for that. Thank you for that. VJ, perfect. VJ, thank you for the support. I understand that the strategy is similar for more assets. Perfect. Love it, love it, love it. You can drop RNDR if you want, only hold for perfect. Let's try to get it. Let me move fast in here. So let me get rid of Bitcoin and we'll just go into the analysis. So we have this possibility right here. Now let me give support to my theory, right? I mean, this is not only a theory. We know that this is a possibility, so we can go somewhere up to 75. Holy Jesus, to 78, right? I mean, that is a crazy movement. And just so you know, guys, my full savings for retirements are on Bitcoin. I'm not telling you to get Bitcoin, and I'm telling you to do the same thing. I'm just telling you that if it goes up, I'm gonna be very, very happy. And if it goes down, I'm also gonna be happy, but because I can buy some more Bitcoin there. All right. So regardless what it moves, there's always a chance, there's always an opportunity. We only need to seek for it. Let me clear everything up here and let me get started with the base of my indicators here. So look at that. I have Market Oracle more than once, right? Market Oracle Pro and Market Oracle Pro. But despite they're the same one, look at that. They have different looks, right? Why is that? Because I'm layering out my indicators. If I go inside one, you'll see that I have a ton of indicators within indicators, right? So this is kind of like a crazy, but very, very good to have, right? So what I do is on my first one, I set up my base strategy or my base analysis. So I know whether I'm bullish or I'm bearish, right? And so far I'm bullish. Why? First of all, I'm above dynamic reactor, so I can go all the way down here and still be bullish. Second of all, I have a strong signal, which is on green candles. That means that on trend, I'm still bullish. And finally, I am above the zero line right here, right? And that means that as long as I am above the zero line, look at how the action happened here, I'm still gonna be moving forward, all right? When I go below, usually look for a retracement. In this case, instead of retracing, I hold my position, that is bullish, and then went up. So that's what I'm saying. If we can go over the weekend and do not lose that position, and then we can do a flip and break back above that, my friend, it's gonna be where I break to the upside. All right. So let me clear this up once again and keep moving forward. So at this point, let me turn on the rest of my indicators. Let me also clear everything up here. And I have my prime trend assistance right here. And the only thing I'm going to be doing is dropping some lines. So where's my dynamic reactor, my prime trend assistance, and I'm gonna be placing those lines where things are immediately above, immediately below, and when they start gathering together. Right? Important. It is very, 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 very important and very practical for you to forecast your analysis. How do you forecast it? Just extend those lines. How will you feel they're gonna be moving? Just for example, in this case, this line, it kept moving forward, so I just extended forward. And as you can see, despite it was not perfect, forecasting my analysis got me somewhere. So that is very important. Now that I don't have anything else that I'm going to be extracting out of this indicator, let's just get rid of it because I no longer have a use for it, right? Then let's turn on my Market Dynamics Pro here. Let's wait for a little bit. And very important, this one in here, it is my volume profile. Look at that. It is inside Market Dynamics Pro. And if I go down, it is right here, volume profile. There is a characteristic that we need to understand about this volume profile. Also, just so you don't get confused, these lines that I'm double clicking right here, these lines, I'm gonna double click, here we go. Those are part of my multi-time frame support and resistance. So there are two different things. My volume profile and my support and resistances. So look at something here. If I move, and I believe I have it also here, which is a little bit more practical. There we go. Yes. Look at how it looks right now. If I move, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Here we go. Now the eye is moving and it changes. What the hell, right? What the hell? Well, it's not that what the hell. It's actually something very practical. This lets you in an automated way to analyze the important data that you want without the need to start typing stuff. This thing is going to work with the very first candle that you have in your screen all the way to the last candle that you have on your screen. All right. Therefore, if I move to my right, now I have a way much more information that I can process with my VPVR. All right. As you can see, the more information that I have, the better the result. But also, I might only be interested on maybe this last part, all right? But as you might be seeing right here, because there is, we are basically at the tippy top, there's not much that I can actually get from there. So a good trip is going to, for example, like daily, zoom out, and I want to have my preview zones of this area, right? So let's go and grab that preview zone, and now I do have very good information to tell me where is the smart money waiting to be jumping in, and where is retail money already act upon the price previously. That is gonna be important because look at right here. Oh, come on, TradingView. You are killing me. Look at right here, negative volume with big movement. Tiny volume, negative outcome, and big movements on those area. Guys, I know you veterans know the answer. Give it a one wave. What's up, samurai? And welcome. Welcome. So what is that means? What does that mean then when I have a low volume, right? Doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. Well, it's gonna be matter, but don't worry too much. Low volume, big movements in the market. What does that mean? Let me know. What kind? And I know it's a little bit ambiguous, right? There you go, tag a DT. There you go, and wait. There you go. Yes. Hey, I read specialist. Yes, smart money moving, smart money, smart money, smart money. Remember, yesterday we talked about that retail money. It is the one that actually moves the market, right? And that is because we are way much more all together. The only issue is that they know that we cannot get together for anything, right? And they get us fighting over some other zones. Let me show you what am I talking about. Look at that. Huge volume, and where did the price went with all that volume? Huge volume again, and where did the price went with all that volume? I mean, come on, with this little volume, I was able to push the price all the way down there. Why, with this all volume, I went nowhere? Why is that? Guys, give me a heads up. By the way, guys, doesn't matter if you are a free member or a premium member, just give it a shot by typing here whatever is on your mind. I don't care if it's right or wrong. There's no wrong answer, by the way. I want to know why. I want to pick on your brain, and best of all, for every message that you send in here, you are earning points regardless if you are a premium or free member, and then you can exchange those points for trading Bitcoins. So there you go. Hey Legion, what's up, samurai? I did saw you. I forget to shout you out. Welcome, welcome. That is, let me see. Sorry, I'm a bit delayed and I lost the name of the indicator. Don't worry, we're talking about right now the volume profile inside the Market Dynamics Pro. Let's see, Jason, indecisive in retail. There you go. There you go. Yes, retail cannot get together for one single decision, right? So we have all of this volume, but we're fighting each other, right? So let's see also for market accumulation, that is a result anti-Gara, yes, but and Kit, my bad. Cobalt, what's up, something? Welcome. So yeah, that is a characteristic of a retail money, right? Huge amounts of money, huge amounts of value, price going nowhere. Just be careful because a smart money zone could very much become a retail zone if retail FOMOs into it, right? So that is the danger of jumping into a retail area. Sorry, into a smart money area. Nonetheless, remember that's why you have a plan. So look at where is my smart money areas to start jumping in. Then look at where I start having a little bit more volume, right? A little bit more volume, and that's gonna be it. So let me just mark one line for this one other line for this one, and finally this other one for this one. That's gonna be it. And I already have this one. So I'm gonna go back to 4 hour because I already have extracted everything that I need from my volume profile, right? On daily. Why on daily? Because I want to feed previous highs in here, right? So let's go back to 4 hour and finalize this analysis, and we'll move into the other coin. At this point, I no longer need my volume profile. Let's just get it out of the way. And I know I have a mess. Don't worry. Let's make sense out of that mess. Remember, these lines are my smart money lines in here, right? So also remember that I could be just falling back down. So where do I have retail? I have retail entries here, retail entry here, retail entry here, smart money here, smart money here, and smart money here. I know some are some huge areas, right? So my previous strategy was I know where are my smart money areas. I don't know when retail is gonna get so exhausted that it can't gonna that it's not gonna be able to sustain this movement. So what I did is I open up right here. I open up a trailing entry for a short, right? I calculated some retracements at the top in that calculation from previous stops because remember this didn't exist. I went and calculated to previous stops and I gave me somewhere around a 3% retracement that usually ended up in a snowball effect for a retracement. Therefore, I opened up a trailing entry for a 3% retracement and it started right here. So as soon as it hit this line, I start moving that 3% retracement bar. Let's take a look at here, something like that, to the upside. So as soon as hit it, then the next candle up, 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 next candle up. And then when the price retraced it here, it opened up a short. And with the same candle, I made 80% of that entry. Let's now do the exact same thing, but for a long. Remember, we are preparing in case that happens. So I already have this smart money areas, right? I'm losing, or no, I'm not losing, I'm missing something, which is where my actual volatility areas, right? How do I get those volatility areas? Back to daily. Let's go to where I previously had those volatility areas, right? And then just draw some support and resistances. By the way, you can automatically have them, but just clicking the market dynamics pro. Let me see if I can get them here. There we go. Perfect. Once, twice, and let's see. Where are they? Maybe I turned them off. I'm not 100% sure. And we did have one all the way up here. Let me see. Maybe they're just taking a little bit too long to load. Let me see, because I might have removed them. But that's fine. Nevertheless, I'm going to be a little bit more picky and do it manually, right? So I just want to see where do I have those big wicks, or where are those tops and bottoms that I can catch with the most amount of accuracy. So let's do it manually here. I'm going to grab this line here and look at it. For example, right here, a top, maybe a resistance. So maybe, yeah, this one will work. Look at that. A resistance, 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 support, support. That is a good volatility area. Let's take a look at the very top in here, almost the very top, all the way down there. And maybe I can do it right there, catching this one, these other three ones. And that'll be almost it. I'll also be trying to kind of grab this area, this area, this area, this area. I already have them all the way down there, but why not? Let's just draw it here, right? Why? Because it was resistance, it was support, it was support, it was support, it was support, right? It was, well, we can see a little bit of a range. It was support and it was resistance and resistance, right? Is that clear? Like, how am I building on my support and resistance based on that volatility that is happening right there on the market? Please let me know. You mentioned the 3% retracement yesterday. Care giving a word of explanation? Yeah. Let's do it. Yesterday we went through it, but let's do it once again. When I'm looking for a possible retracement, I first want to see when it created a snowball effect, right? Or at least a big enough movement that I can profit out of that movement, right? Remember, this is daily. And like, for example, I don't want to look for these huge candles, right? I only want to look for the movement that came out to be a profitable area, right? Like, for example, here with this retracement, good enough, right? I know it did not end up being a snowball effect, so I might be ignoring it, right? At this point, look at that. For example, this movement with a retracement right here. This movement with a retracement in here, right? So I can start looking for that retracement. And what is the percentage? Approximately 7%, right? then look at that. It's almost the same percent. Well, a little bit, 8%, 1% more, right? So as you can see, it's almost the same percent. But I don't want the full percent. I want just barely enough of that percentage that actually came out to do a movement. So if I start measuring those weeks, for example, I start looking at I have something like 3.25, right? And if I do, for example, in this case, measure the previous candle, I'll see that I have 4 or 5. It was 4 point something, 4.9, right? And then I can keep doing that over and over and over, and even go to the areas that I want to look for those retracements, right? Look at, for example, this one, 2.3. Let's take a look at, for example, this one. It was a 1.2, so on and so forth. So I already have seen that the week analysis is somewhere between 2.5, 2.3, and 5 or 6. What is the midpoint? What is the average between those lines? You answer that question, please. Let me know. What is my favorite time frame to watch when you're doing 10-year analysis? The one where I'm the most profitable at. By the way, that is the most accurate answer. But I know you're looking for a number, so that number is going to be 4 hour and daily. Hey, Mr. Peanut, what's up, brother? And welcome. And yes, I also rewatched the video and practice on my charts. Perfect. Love it. That is all the way. So, Misha, what's up? What is the average of all of those measurements that I did? Don't worry. Go ahead. What is your estimate? You don't need to go to grab a calculator. Just give a number at the top of your head. We already know the answer, right? I just want you to earn some points there. I mean, it was your question. It's fair for you to do some. Jason, it seems to me that you did wait for a calculator. Love it. Sorry, don't remember all numbers. That's fine. Don't worry. This is not a math test, right? I mean, I just think that is worth, if you're asking the question, it's worth that you get also some points out of it, right? So, sorry, don't remember all the numbers. That's completely fine. But I suppose 3. Yes, 3 is a good enough number. Also, remember that percentage changes based on the position, right? So, exactly. Like, let me show you that thing, because we are talking about it right now. So, it is worth to take a look at it. Look at this percentage. I'm going to go for a 3%, close as I can get it. There we go, 2.9, 3. There we go, 3.6, right? I'm gonna be grabbing the center of that box, right? And I'm not gonna be changing the size of it, right? I'm gonna move it to my right as close as I can do it. Is it changing? Not really, right? But what if I pull it up? What's going on? It's now no longer at 3%, it's at 2.68%, right? So, just so you know, what I'm actually looking for is this relative size, not the actual number here. Most of the brokers, if not all of them, they don't let you place a box of size. Does that make sense? They give you the chance to set a percentage. So despite my percentage, it's dynamic. I'm going to go grab this analytic percentage, or this estimate size, right? Or however you want to call it, right? And place it on where I'm trying to trade. Somewhere, let's zoom in, somewhere around here. And look at that beautiful, almost 3%, same proportion. You see that? Beautiful. And it is not a 3%, it's a 2.71%, right? So from 2.71%, for me, I mean, I'd rather just to go with a 3%, right? It's just so close to it that why do I start doing some decimal points in there? So this is going to be my measurement. And whenever I do want to look at it, then you see, like, I mean, I just round it up to something close to it. Does that make sense? How come the percentage changes? Because it's a different part of the area of the chart, and that part of the chart represents a different volume and different volume. I mean, it has to do with the market cap. Like, for example, let me give you an example of this. You have a puddle of water, right? You have a, I don't know, 1 foot or 1 meter, whatever, right? A puddle of water, right? And you have also a stone the size of your fist. that stone will not change the size. That is the same stone. That stone, let's just think that is $1,000,000. So you grab that stone and smash it as hard as you can on that puddle of water. Most likely, that stone, it's going to nearly empty the puddle of water. It's going to disrupt way much more. It's going to disrupt tremendously that puddle of water. Would you agree on that analogy? I'm not it. I haven't finished. But so far, would you agree on that analogy? Perfect. Let's think that you are that puddle of water. Let's just put it a name. Let's just do Pixel, right? The cryptocurrency. So the Pixel thing is because it have a low capitalization, it's a smaller puddle of water. Your same $1,000,000 might pump it like crazy, right? Or dump it like crazy. Then grab that same stone, grab that same $1,000,000 and throw it into a big Olympic pool. Yes, the stone did not change, but the body of water or the volume that this body of water holds have changed. So smash it as hard as you can on that pool. Will it empty it, or will it disrupt it as much as it disrupted the pot of water? Perfect. No. So now, just to wrap it up and tie up the example, let's say this: with your stone, with your $1,000,000 that you throw on the pot of water, you disrupt or you empty out that pot of water a 70%, right? Then the same rock that you grabbed, you throw it on the professional pool, right? And I mean, with the same strength, with the same size. Remember, the rock hasn't changed at all, but the water or the volume of the water have. Then you did smash it as hard as you can, but how much of a percentage it was disrupted or emptied out? Maybe it only changed into 1% change, right? And the stone did not change size, right? So when I'm looking at Bitcoin up here, the money that is on Bitcoin, so the volume that is on Bitcoin, the amount of water that is on Bitcoin is not here yet, because if we had that money in Bitcoin, the price action would have been up here already. So this means that I can speculate ahead and see how much this stone or this movement is going to impact on percentage on a bigger pool, right? On a bigger body of water. Does that make sense? Would that answer the question on why the percentage changes despite the volume does not? Oh, sorry, the percentage changes despite the actual physical shape does not? Yes, I get it, but is it the price range tool or something else? I don't get your question. Well, what am I using? It is called the price range, but I don't understand your question there. Does it change when you move it? Move it up and down, it should be changing. Or maybe you have it on sometimes you can have your thing on logarithmic. But I cannot fix that issue. We already are out of time, and that is a trading view thing. I will gladly take a look at it, but we're already a little bit late on that one. You can Google it you can Google it maybe. Yeah, you were logarithmic. There you go. That's why logarithmic doesn't take that into consideration. That's why when you do analyze movements, you're doing on logarithmic, so you can follow a pattern of growth. So that's why when you see Bitcoin on weekly on logarithmic, it is reducing its size. But when you see it with no logarithmic, it is like giant and like it makes no sense. Perfect. Anytime, brother. Or anytime, sister. I don't know. Let's take a look at what's next. I still need to do at least one or two analysis, so let's jump in here. So I am speculating that this price could go down. So where is my big support and where is my big resistance? Where are my volatility areas? right? So the first volatility area is this dashed line that we went manually to do, right? And also I can see some retail money start building up at this area. So as you can see, they both are pairing in the same area, right? So I could maybe do a 3% starting on this area. Does that make sense? So let's say 3%. So I could be opening a long position, right? With a trailing entry of a 3% retracement when I start hitting my first support area. Why? Because look at how a Bart Simpson, where is it? I lost it. Oh, that's because I'm on daily. Let's go to 4-hour. Look at how a Bart Simpson played out, went even farther down. So how can I understand, or how can I take advantage of that movement? Well, then, now that I'm on the 4-hour, I believe I'm going to be doing a little bit higher, maybe something somewhere around here, not too tight, because this is the base of the pyramid. So if I'm doing maybe a bull flag that is going down, all right, I also don't want to jump in like immediately. I want it to break this line. So I'm going to give it a little bit buffering time or buffering zone, either there or here, right? I will be taking that decision as soon as this line right here and this other line are broken, right? As you can see, despite we went into a different class, these volatility zones are exactly the same, right? Another one that I'm looking at is the previous resistance right here. So let's go and watch. As you can see, it's already been marked. So beautiful. So let's just wrap this analysis up and do where is my confluence. So as long as I cross somewhere around this area, I activated, when the price action goes here, I activated 3% retracement. If the price retraces 3%, I'm in right here with the long, and I could be going farther up. If the price keeps going down, it's going to keep pushing this 3% retracement down as it goes. Let's just imagine that goes all the way, the price went all the way down to the dynamic reactor, right? And then on the dynamic reactor, it retraces. Look at where it pushed it. So if it pushed it all the way there, this is going to be my long opening. Remember, previous support becomes new resistance. So my profitable zone will be from here to here. Right, so this is going to be my profitable volatility zone. That's exactly why I went into daily and look at those smart money, retail money, volatility areas, so I can understand where to take some profits. So, is the strategy clear? Please let me know, yes or no. By the way, you can say no. Don't worry, don't be shy. That's why I'm here. Yes, perfect. And Kit, thank you. But need to practice. Yes, absolutely. By the way, this is a very risky strategy. This is an advanced strategy, right? I promise to look at this once again because I did not record it yesterday. So that's why I'm explaining it once again, right? So this was for yesterday's follow-up on the advanced class. But nonetheless, I got requested to do it once again because it was not recorded, and now it is. So, I will review the video and practice on my charts. It will be recording, right? Yes, it is being recorded. Probably everything gonna be up into effect by tomorrow, guys. So let's do XRP, and then also let's do NVIDIA, and then we'll wrap things up. I'm gonna be moving fast because it's time for me to do some things with the family. So strap on. XRP. By the way, I bought XRP, not financial advice, like 15 days ago. Or I also still have some retracement areas, by the way. So I have, first of all, am I bullish or bearish? I'm bullish, right? And I was expecting a breakthrough at this area, but I keep moving forward, which is fine. I found support on that area, which is fine. Remember, I always plan for both case scenarios, right? And right now I have one retracement or one take profit tick. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be retracing right away. Let's take a look at if I have something there. Look at that. I have a huge high order block right down there. Let me see if I have something else. Again, another two big chunk of order blocks. Let me see what my support and resistance are telling me. Let me turn them on along with my VPVR. Perfect. Look at that. Retail money, smart money. Let me even move out of the way. Come on. Adjust, please. That's going to be it. Let me just wait for it to load. There we go. Much better. So remember, I'm looking for retracement areas. Look at that, low volume, negative deficit. But I have retail reaction there, so not there yet, right? I want to get to big retracement area with small volume. And guess what else do I have all the way up there? A resistance. So far seems like we could keep going up slightly. Why? Because we're back at some retail of support. So we have two chances. One is going to be ranging, and the second one is going to be doing maybe a pennant and then going to the upside. Remember, that's because I'm grabbing all this information from back here. And I'm still above the zero line, so I'm still bullish. I can keep pushing upwards. So far, look at my consolidation score. It's on 0. So far, the consolidation, it is out of the equation. So far, no consolidation. It could start increasing, and the more increase, the higher the consolidation will be getting on the price action. So far, I am not planning to chase after the price. I rather wait for a huge drop or a pullback. I'm also looking at Bitcoin, and I'd rather do Bitcoin than XRP. Nonetheless, I got XRP somewhere around these areas down here, and that it was for the two reasons: holding and trading. My trading position in XRP is already closed. My holding position, of course, it's on profit, and I'm still holding it. So let's wrap it up with NVIDIA and take a look at our Saturday. So NVIDIA, here we go. Again, NASDAQ. Where is it? NVIDIA. Perfect. So far, oh, look at that. I mean, beautiful. And you know what? I did not follow up on NVIDIA, but that was a very cool one. I mean, seems like almost there. I was expecting a further move to the upside. Again, as always, I mean, it just take just a slightly bit more. So I'm going to be updating that one. Here we go. I'm also going to be just dropping the opacity. Here we go. So we can see through. And we are on our way to the target. And we have target number 2. So be aware, be careful. We are flipping up, and we're still in the green. Look at that, prime score positive and consolidation 0, which indicates me that I can have further movement to the upside. Why was I looking at this area? Because of my predictive ranges. By the way, my predictive ranges are supposed to be right here, but I turned them off. So let me see, support and resistances. No, where are those? Let me see if I can turn them on. They're supposed to be right here. We go. Perfect. Let me see which ones are. It's on this one's perfect. So now let me turn on my predictive ranges. Here we go. Click OK. Just wait for them to load. And what do I have right there? I have not only breaking through the blue line. Remember, once we break through a purple line, the very next movement should be going to the blue line. And to the blue line we did. Not only that, we're going for a second chance. And right there, I have a golden line. Golden line is usually the best price action movement that we can get, or the more desirable. It is between the two golden lines, between these areas here. Right here. So that's what I'm aiming a little bit farther to the upside. Maybe weaken to that golden line. And yep, then retracing with a flip of the ribbon and a break through that zero line to the downside. Guys, it's time for me to wrap things up here. Let's go to the 101. Let's see, XRP has its parabolic spike. What way do you make sure to fill an order during that parabolic spike? I mean, there's a couple of things, but it's just speculating. And that is because you don't know how far would it be going to that parabolic spike, right? So if you are sure that you want to fill up an order there, I mean, I'm just guessing that you're trying to fill up let me not guess. What kind of order is it? Is it a long or a short? Let me know, because my opinion will vary depending on which one is it. Long. So you want to go for a long for a spike down, or for a spike up. Like if it breaks previous high, you're going to be longing the top for a further continuation, or spiking down to enter a long position. I already bought some time ago. Let me say something here. I would not be chasing after the price. If the training is gone, it's gone for me. Unless I see a bullish pennant, when it breaks, I enter on the breakout or in the retest, and then set a tight stop loss, because again, it could be tricking me, right, for a bull trap. So if you already bought some a long time ago, so you're on the safe zone, right? I mean, you might be able to average up your position, but I'd rather enter on a red day. Oh, nice, nice. I mean, for me, I would not, that is a no go for me. I mean, I would not be taking that risk unless you are in for DCAing, and that is just where you are supposed to be buying. But other than that, I think it's too much risk. I rather let it go up, especially because you are earning point. I mean, you are winning, right? So if it goes up, that's fine. You just keep earning, right? You have nothing to lose. Can we go scalping class soon? Sure. I'm not that good at scalping, but absolutely we can. Would you agree if we take it on Thursdays? Thursday is going to be advanced class. We can do a full class on scalping. Perfect. So Thursday is going to be scalping. What time frames you want me to scalp and what asset? Pick one so we know exactly what we're going to be looking at. Time frame and asset. Can be anything. Can be, I mean, forex, crypto. Can we also do some pairs for absolutely? I love forex. Just be early to the class, brother. Be early to the class. I know it's a little difficult, but remember, we also have late classes that for you are supposed to be somewhere around 10 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. It's 4 p.m. CST. USA CST. So for you, should be somewhere around 9, 10 a.m. Australian. Gold, you will say it. Perfect. 5 to 15 minute crypto, says Aldius. 50 minutes BTC. Perfect. Absolutely. In fact, I was thinking you were going to be saying something like 1 minute XRP or something like that. I was getting prepared for like some Dijon thing, but no, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. I love it. In fact, I started on the 15 minutes, but I ended up moving to the 4 hour because I am much more profitable. But yeah, love it. Not that Dijon. I love it. Love it. Great. We need to be careful, guys. We need to be careful, right? It's 6 p.m. here now. Perfect. It's not that bad there. And Kit with that. But I believe if you can get my fundamentals right, if I can get my fundamentals right, I can trade my assets. Absolutely. Yes. That is a completely yes. So mainly focus on learning. Perfect, brother. Perfect. You are on the right spot. Hopefully you are enjoying. So guys, thank you so much for being today on today's Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday. We're making many great calls throughout the week. And guys, let's take a look at what is up next on Monday. Be careful because we already have seen that this bull flag could actually be breaking insanely to the upside, but also it could be tricking us into a bull trap, all right? So use a stop loss. All right, use a stop loss and manage your losing, or how much you can lose with an adequate I forgot the name of it, leverage, with an adequate leverage, right? I still don't recommend doing leverage. This is not financial advice, as always. But if you're going to be doing leverage, please do it responsibly. 1x only. Love it. By the way, that is an amazing way to start learning. By the way, I mean, when I started leveraging, I started with 50x, then went down to 20, then went down to 10, and then went back down to 1. Why? Because I can short with basically no liquidation fee. And then I can then just wait for that huge retracement, maybe jumping back in and try to average up. But still, be careful. But yeah, I did 10x one time. It didn't end well. Yes, I know, the longer the X's, I mean, the harder it gets, especially because of the sentiments. or the what's going on your heart and your mind. So guys, thanks so much for participating today. I'm very, very glad to see you guys here participating, especially veterans and new members. Great to have you also here. Guys, see you Monday. And as always, I can say tomorrow, but stay prime.